YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a few things to talk about. We're going to be looking at investments like the fodder, road to the finals. When should you be selling them? Should you maybe be buying road to the final cards? And we are going to be looking at the next promo coming out on Friday, the fantasy foot promo. Some leaks and information for that is starting to come out and it's affecting the market a little bit as well. So before we talk about all that, we got to look at content today on Tuesday. If you want to have millions of coins in FIFA 23 like me, go to u7buy.com for cheap, fast, and reliable FIFA coins. Make sure you use code TEDDY at checkout to get 5% off your order. Link is in the description down below. Content today on Tuesday was disappointing. We once again have another day of non-10, and this stinks for me because 85 overall cards usually do best between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when they release a party bag SBC, 85 plus times 5 pack, stuff like that. That's when like the lower ratings tend to do good, but we've really only gotten the icon SBCs on Saturday and Sunday, or what was it, Friday? No, Saturday and Sunday, and that's basically been it. And I'm a bit worried about that. But for today, we just got these two guys right here. Zakagni, pretty decent looking card. Affected Felipe Anderson a little bit. Actually made him go up a tad bit more because, I mean, he's cheap and he's pretty solid. So there's that with the showdowns for today. We got 2 icon SBCs today. We were talking about it on stream today. Like, what is going on? We went from a mid-Zidane icon SBC, a Jairzinho icon SBC, Mbappe SBC, Pogba SBC, Sergio Ramos SBC, so many great SBCs to Vidic, Barnes, Gary Lineker. These showdowns are all so terrible. They all stink. There's like, it's like maybe like, you know, if I have a team that could fit this card, I could do it, but it's not, there's no cards where it's like, I'm doing this player and I'm building a team around him, or I'm going to make him fit. They all suck. This promo has been terrible, which stinks because the last year when they did this promo, it was later on in the year, but you know, the cards were good and it just makes no sense because all the SBCs we've been getting lately before this showdown promo, they were good. I just listed a ton of them and now they all suck. But yeah, that's it. We literally got nothing today. It's just the same stuff refreshing, and that made fodder kind of do crappy. Like our 85s that were chilling around like 13k, 13,500 coins, they're now like 12,250 coins. I'll show you right now. They're down quite a bit, and it just sucks with no content. And if I'm being honest, I feel like they're going to do exactly what they did last week and release no content again tomorrow on Wednesday, and that's going to suck. And that basically means I'm making borderline nothing. If I sell at 12,500 coins, I'm making about $1 million. 12.25, not even selling. Not even selling. So they're pretty much 12k, and that sucks. That's really shitty. I've been trying to sell at 12.5 and I don't know, just kind of shit luck. I literally chose the worst rating myself to go into. I told you guys 85, 86, 87, and I'm full sending 85s. I'm getting absolutely, I don't know. It sucks. I bought other ratings as well. As you can see, I bought over $1 million worth of 87s. I spent probably 500k around that on Benzema. I bought a shit ton of Chesneys, but then it's just like 85s, and it's like, oh my god, it's tough. It's really tough, but I'm hoping maybe something comes out tomorrow on Wednesday. Selling before content might be one of the safer plays, but if you want to gamble till after content, you can try that. But if nothing comes out, I mean, I don't know if this fodder, if nothing comes out, the fodder's probably coming down to 12k, maybe even 11.5. So that sucks there. That's basically it. Selling fodder tomorrow on Wednesday, pretty much no matter what. You could wait till after content on Thursday for rival rewards and just all that stuff. So supply comes through and people use the coins that they get from rewards and all that to go do SBCs. We actually might see a boost in fodder on Thursday, but that's up to you if you want to take that gamble. I mean, I might buy fodder Thursday night. I'm not Wednesday night. I'm not too sure yet. I'll tell you guys in Wednesday's video if I'm buying fodder, but I'm in a spot right now where I have close to 2,000, little less than 2,000 cards to sell. And yeah, it's just a big pain in the ass. If you bought anything, any other fodder, 83s, 82s, 84s, 86, 87, 88, they're all doing fine. You're chilling there. It's just the one rating I chose. I'm getting clapped on. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm still making at 12.5K. I'm making about $1 mil still because I sold some for a higher price. I'm still making around $1 mil. But I'm struggling to sell them at 12.5. That's the thing. I mean, you can see here, I have a whole transfer list of it. Also, I did not sell any of the KDBs. I had a few people coming into the stream saying, yo, Teddy, did you sell any of those De Bruynes? I only bought 4 because I could only afford 4. And that's it. I'm stuck there with 4, trying to see if I can get him to sell. He's not selling, but he hasn't moved in price. I'm not really worried about it. I'll just keep relisting. And if he doesn't sell, you know, he doesn't sell. I'm actually going to see how much he's going for because I bought mine for around like 270. I'd say on average is what I paid. And if I check right now, he's going for about 280. So that's fine. We're chilling there. So there's that with fodder. And I want to talk about this real quick. We're going to back out so I can show you guys. We have leaks for the new promo and we got a loading screen. And I believe that caused a bit of movement on the market, a little bit of panicking, especially on heroes. Because I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but I'm going to read Foot Sheriff's tweet. Loading screen, by the way. Foot Sheriff's tweet. Fantasy Foot is going to be a 2-week promo. It will also include heroes. And these heroes are going to be just like the Fantasy Foot cards where if their team, I think it's going to be league specific. I think he said it's not like Yaya Toure, for example. He's not going to be a Man City card. He's still going to be a hero, but it'll be considered Man City. So if Manchester City win a game or whatever, Yaya gets an upgrade. I think he may have done how it goes. So, all right. So here, I'll just do a display capture so you guys can see it with me. Boom, boom. We have Yaya Toure. He comes out. If he wins 1 game in the next 6, he gets an upgrade. And if they avoid losing a game in the next 6, he gets another upgrade plus 3 traits. So a potential +2 upgrade and then plus 3 traits on top of that. This is not a leak. That is a concept. It's not confirmed that we're getting a Yaya Toure. And this is the information on the promo. Fantasy Foot, it's a 2-week promo. Will include heroes. Upgrades will be based on the next 6 league games. Last year, I believe it was 5. And it will only count league games after March 17th. That's pretty important right there. So these cards aren't getting upgraded. They have no potential upgrades until after March 17th. So we have what? Another 2 weeks? More than 2 weeks? Is that almost 3? It's not almost 3 weeks. It's close to it though. Like 2.5 weeks of these cards. They're not live at all. So that makes me, you know, think about Road to the Finals a little bit. We'll talk about that in a second. But that has caused panic. Heroes have come down a little bit. I think like World Cup Yaya Toure was down like 300, 400K. Stuff is down. Some of the cards are down. We're seeing some of these rivalry re-release cards were down as well. I believe Verratti was down at his lowest. I think he was like 500K. I'm just going to check this real quick. I'm just using Footbin because it's a bit quicker for me to search. He's actually back up to 522,000 coins. So he has rebounded a little bit. Road to the Finals, though, we're down. Let's look at some of them real quick. I'm just going to go here. We saw some really high prices on Road to the Finals, actually. I think the loading screen definitely caused some of that panic. Let me just go right here and refresh so I can see it on this screen. So someone like Miranda, who's been chilling around 85K, 86K, he's down at 72,000 coins. Someone like a tall. Can I pick a Champions League one, actually? Okay, let's do that. Raspadori was up at like 320K. He went down to below 300,000 coins. And what is he going for now? I think he is around here, about 304. So he's down like 20K basically. Calvin Phillips, I think, was up at like 650, 660. And now Calvin Phillips is back down. He was actually down at, I think, close to 600. Let me check him real quick on his graph. Calvin Phillips was down at 620 almost. And right now, Footpin says he's 630. No, he has rebounded a little bit. He's closer to 640 now. So these cards did take a big dip. You can just see the graph right here. I'll show this real quick. This is Calvin Phillips, was up around 680, chilling all the way up here, and then down. And then bit of a rebound. Pretty solid rebound. So that's that. The leaks and I think the loading screen and all that stuff has kind of caused a bit of panic, market dipping, and I want to talk about these road to the finals now with potentially investing in them. When will the low be? That's my kind of question. I'm like, okay, I like these road to the finals. I think they can do good because of the fact that, you know, the fantasy foot promo that is supposed to be, you know, a hyped up live promo, they're not upgrading for 2.5 weeks. So next week, I think on Tuesday, when Malin plays, you know, I don't think he's going to get affected that much because I don't know how much panic we're necessarily going to see with these new live cards coming because they don't upgrade for so long. But my thing is, all right, when is the low? Is it right now? Is the low right now? Because it seems like with these live cards, the road to the final cards, the earlier you get in, the better. It's what it seems like. But my thing is, I'm like, okay, maybe these fantasy foot cards, when they start getting leaked, can cause a little bit of panic. On top of it causing a little bit of panic, maybe from the leaks, maybe on Friday going into the promo, people panic sell as well on top of the leaks, but then just, you know, the promo releasing. So maybe Friday is the low. Maybe Friday, like right before content, these cards are at their lowest. I'm just trying to think of when the low might be. But then, hey, you know, they got their games next week. I think this guy plays, let me look, I can actually pull up the dates on some of the cards. So we'll pull up Malin. If you go on Footbin, this is kind of cool. I figured this out this year. You click IRL, it shows their stuff coming up. So they play against Chelsea in the Champions League on March 7th. So that is Tuesday next week. And this is where I'm like, okay, this gets a bit interesting. Let's look at cards. When I'm looking at the cards, I kind of want to choose cards like the first round, because we have 2 weeks of Champions League. You have the first week, and if we'll, you know what, we're just gonna go back to Google. We're coming right back up here. Let's go, boom. Let's go UCL games. Why do I always spell it like that? Every time I look up UCL games, I type it that way. Bada bing, bada boom. Where we at? We are here. So first round, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then you got to wait till the next week for Tuesday, Wednesday again. And I'm like, do I want to invest in those cards that play that far out? If anything, I'm like, okay, maybe more so we'll look at these. And really the only 3 ones to look at is Chelsea, Dortmund, Bayern, PSG, and Spurs, Milan. I would not buy Goretzka. And maybe you can buy Fofana, but I don't think I would buy Fofana just because of the John Stones center back Premier League SBC that's supposed to come out. So when I'm looking at the cards, I'm like, okay, Malin is a road to the final card. They're up 1-0 against Chelsea. Chelsea are shit. Dortmund's in decent form. They're up 1-0 already. If Malin wins the game, he gets an upgrade for winning and he gets an upgrade for going to the next round. So he'd get a +2. Malin, I was saying on stream, I wouldn't be surprised if Malin is 120 to 130K going into the game against Chelsea. And if they win, I wouldn't be surprised if he's between like 150 to 200K because a double upgrade is coming up for this guy. And moving on to other cards, let's look at, that was Malin. Who was the other one? I wanted to look at Lucas Moura. This guy hasn't moved too much in price, and it's really interesting to me. Lucas Moura, fairly decent looking card. I mean, his stats don't look too bad. Spurs are 1-0 down against AC Milan, but I mean, their favorite, if you look at the odds for the Chelsea versus Dortmund, the odds are in Chelsea's favor according to the books, the Vegas betting sites. For Spurs versus AC Milan, the odds are in Spurs' favor to win the game. So when it comes to Lucas Moura, he's another card. If he wins, he gets an upgrade for going to the next round, and he gets an upgrade for winning the game. So he'll go to a 90 overall card. This dude will have 96 pace, 93 dribbling, 87 shooting, 82 passing. He's a card that I think is pretty interesting. And if you believe in Spurs, they're a weird team. They could do crazy good, or they could play like absolute shit. I don't know. It's weird with them. You know, that's an interesting one. You could just sell these cards going into the hype of the game, by the way. I'm just kind of giving you guys this information just in case you want to gamble it. AC Milan as well. One thing to keep in mind, they haven't conceded a goal in their past 4 games. But before that, they were shit. So just something to keep in mind, though. Not conceding a goal in the past 4 games kind of sketches me out a little bit. But, I mean, if you can get this guy for close to 200K, that's kind of interesting to me. I hope he goes up to maybe 230, 240, 250 going into that Spurs versus Milan game. But like I said, I don't know. I honestly don't know if the low's now or if it's on Friday. It depends on what this Fantasy Foot promo looks like, because if these cards are cracked, it could cause a little bit of panic. It could definitely cause some panic on the market. But if they're shit, it's not really going to affect these roads to the finals that much, especially because they're not live for another 2.5 weeks. That is Lucas Moura. I want to talk about a big one. I want to talk about a big juicer magooser card. Nuno Mendes. This dude would absolutely fly. He would go to the moon. To the moon, infinity, and beyond. If PSG comes back against Bayern Munich. Keyword Bayern Munich. Keyword Bayern Munich. If he wins, he's an 86 overall card. We learned from Miranda, he's going to go to an 89 overall card because he'll get the upgrade from winning the game and he'll get the upgrade for going to the next round. So he'd get a +3 in every single stat. +3. Did I do the same thing with Lucas Moura? Hold up. Lucas Moura. No, I did +2 for Lucas Moura. Okay, +3 for Nuno Mendes. 98 pace, 87 dribbling, 84 defending. And this is one of the cards that's like really meta in the game. Links to, all the PSG players. If you want to make a PSG team, he's a great card to be putting in there. He's solid card. So this dude is what, 537? One second. Give me a hot second right here. Okay, makes sense. Never mind. I thought he was 550 and rose to like 650, but he was 460 and rose to 550. I was 100K off on my things. I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, this dude, keep an eye on him because he could go nuts. He could go really nuts just if PSG score. If PSG score and they take the lead against Bayern, this dude probably goes to like 700K, maybe even higher. The hype will be real. So keep an eye on that one. I also want to mention a leak for Team of the Week. Raspadori too. Before we go to Team of the Week, let's mention the last one. Raspadori. This is a card, by the way. After they win the game, he probably comes down in price. I would expect him to come down in price after they win the game, 100%. Have I mentioned Raspadori? I don't think so. Yeah. So he's 300K right now. This guy going into the game, maybe 340, 350, around there potentially. Going into the hype of that, getting another upgrade. My only thing is, dude, does he go extinct? His card's juiced. I wonder if he goes extinct. Holy shit. I'm not going to lie, that card is really nasty. I think his max price is 400K. Interesting. Imagine a plus 1 on all those stats. 91 pace, 90 shooting, 90 dribbling. That'll be interesting. Plus 5-star weak foot. I think this guy could go up a decent amount going into his game. The only issue is he's the second week, I believe. So that is one of the things that throws me off a little bit. And I'm like, really? Come on. I don't want to wait 2 weeks on this type of a card. What else do we got? The leak, Messi, Team of the Week. Mbappe got 2 goals, 1 assist. Messi, I think, got 1 goal, 2 assists. So we're getting a Messi Team of the Week. Just wanted to throw that out there. Might have a decent little Team of the Week coming up. I think Theo Hernandez was predicted by Footpin. We can just check Footpin's prediction real quick. Messi's confirmed. I don't know if he put it in here. He put Mbappe in there. But some of the big cards, Theo Hernandez. Phil Foden, I think, is definitely getting one. Theo Hernandez, I've been told he might not actually be getting in. Muller, we're going to get Messi. So it could be a decent Team of the Week is basically just what I'm trying to say. And yeah, that's kind of it on the market. Fodder, I'm getting kind of shit on the 85s. High-rated fodder, all the other fodder is basically doing good. I'm just kind of in a shitty spot right now with mine. Road to the finals is basically what I'm saying. I like them. It's either are they low now or are they at their lowest on Friday around before or a little after content. That's what I'm keeping an eye on. And yeah, we should have some good trading stuff coming up. Fodder did good. These new promo cards are going to do good. Road to the Final should do good. So, you know, there should be a good time to make coins. Hopefully, I can sell these cards, get my coins back, make a couple mil maybe, and then full send some Road to the Finals. That's what I think I'm going to do. Because I personally, I don't think I'm going to touch these fantasy foot cards right away. They take too long to upgrade. Not planning on touching them. Road to the Finals, sell the first week, and then I'll decide from there. But that's it. You know, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section. My free trading Discord, my Twitch live stream, description down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one.